Anyone attempt the homework? Thumbs up if you attempt the homework. Okay. Vivian, man, was it? Can you talk to me?
I got 465.
465. How do you do it?
I did 30 plus 1, and I know 15 numbers from 1 to 30 is 15. So then I did 31 times 15, which is 455.
That's great. Do you do it in do you do it in Python, or you do it manually?
I did it in my head.
Oh, you did it in your head. Okay. Is there any way you can do in? All right. Let us time in Python, right? How many you say? What is your time? What is your total? I put it down here. 400 and something.
What?
What's your total?
What is it?
What is your value? You said
465.
465. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we attempt to do it in Python. Okay, using loop. 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15, 16, 17, 19. Let's see if you're doing right, okay? 19, 20, 21, 22, 3, 7, 28, 29, 30. So we do a loop, right? The homework is using a loop, right? We learned last week is a loop. So let's do it. For index or number in I, so at the moment sum will print the total is, that's it. In Python you can do like this. You don't have to do anything and just run it. That is your homework. 465. This is correct. Yeah, let's see. The total is 465. Okay. All right, so you learned last week about the for loop. Today we're gonna we continue to learn about the for loop and the while loop and if statement. Okay, so the link, Hannah, the link is on here. I put in the chat. These are public lessons, so you can click on that. You can see it, I think. Let me see. So this is the link. Let me try if it's correct. I'm pretty sure. If you've got Rappel IT account, you can see it. It's public. Okay, it's good. Anyone can see it. Very simple. You learn about the for loop. You can work it out a sum of the number from 1 to 30. and just print out in Python just like this. Only how many lines? One line. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. That's it. Very simple, right? Okay, today we learn about a while loop. How do you do it in while loop? You can do length, numbers. Okay. Now, so we're in the length numbers. So we know how many numbers. Then E equals 0 while E less than length. We can do the same approach using the while loop. E so we forget this for loop. You can use another, try to do another loop, which is the while loop. Okay, so the for loop is this way. While loop is this way. I don't know. Length is not defined. Yeah. Make one. Same approach, the same number using the while loop. In here, we use the for loop. We can use a different way using the while loop, which is a little bit more complicated. Okay, so we can do both ways. We can do it both ways using the while loop or the for loop. I'll explain how the while loop do. Length, which is the length of this, right? Which is how many numbers in this. So this is called a list. Length, L-E-N, will return you how many numbers in here. What the while loop say? While I less than length, when the total of number is less than this total number, the sum, you're starting a sum at 0. You keep adding the number together while the number is the total number of is still less than the total number of numbers in here. Okay, so we just do the same thing. We just iterate through all of these. We add the sum together. So we have two options to use them for the while and the length. By the way, everyone, this week will be the last week. We learn knowledge about Python. Next week we're not learning much. We just go through the homework and revise. We're gonna revise what we've learned in the whole term, so we don't we don't have to we focus on the revision rather than learning new stuff. Week 10. Okay, Byron, you have a question? Can you unmute? Okay, you don't have question anymore. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna reuse this to learn about is if statement. Okay, if very simple. If 5 greater than 6, print 5 greater than 8, sorry, else is greater than 8. All right, if I run this program, we will have 5 is less than 8 because this is the if statement, right? So you learn today, you learn about if statement. If statement say, if 5 greater than 8, no. So this part is called true part. And this part is called false part. Okay. If 5 greater than 8, no. 5 less than 8. So they have to go to the false part. It's a false. This is called a condition. Okay. 5, this is called condition. If a condition is true, we go to the true part. If the condition is false, we go to the false part. So we do a very simple experiment, which print them out. We will print 5 is less than 8. So we go to the false part. So I hope you understand that if we do a same thing, but now we switch around. Eight is greater than 5. If we switch around, 8 is less than 5, so that you can understand the true path and the false path. Okay, so for the false, you will be, for the second one, they will go into the true path, which 8 is greater than 5. So that is essentially what if statement going to be. So you learn about the for loop, if statement. Everyone understand? Yes? You can't write to it because when you log into RepIT, you have to create your account and then you just copy and paste the code, right? you don't write straight there because I'm owning this the file, so you can't copy it. You can't write to it, but you can copy it. You can see what I'm teaching. Okay, if you miss out, you can just copy into that. Copy into your old Repo IT account, and you can run. I copied this for you into the chat, and then give you a couple of minutes to work on this. Try to understand it. Your question, raise your hand. Try to sort it out for you. Thank you. Okay, Jaden, for your question, I'm not sure we're gonna talk next term. So I'm not sure yet, depending on the company, not me. So okay, so you learn about if statement. Okay, so we learn we do a quick games, a guessing game. So we do a guessing game. Enter your name. So we learn about wow. Brain. Thirty. So we guess. And then okay. If number lower okay, so the program is like this. We have a random, we generate a random number from 0 to 30. Okay, and then we just say now we go through the loop. This is the guessing game. We need to guess the number between 0 and 30. And they will give you, the game will give you the prompt, whether your guess, your number is lower and higher than your guess, and you have to keep guessing it. And this is a guess number. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, let's say my name is Peter. Get number 1, I get 16. Lower, I get 14. 10, 7, 4, 2, 1, 0. Aha. Guess number. Okay. Okay, so we learned this guess, right? We get a random number. The computer will give you a random number, but they don't tell you the number, right? And they keep go through the loop and keep asking you to guess the number between 0 and 30, and they will record the number of guess that you do in tens. And that will be okay. Sorry, everyone. This is a bit advanced, but it's fun. So maybe I teach you this game. So we just guess, and then the computer will give you a hint. The guess number, they don't tell you the number, but they give you a hint whereas a number is lower or higher than the actual number they generate. You don't know, the computer give you a number that you don't know which one. I don't know. Nobody knows. Just computer knows. But the computer give you a hint, and every time you guess, they will give you a hint, and they will record how many times you guess. Let's say I do again. So my name is Peter. Okay. Guess number 1. I know I do 15. Lower I do 10. I do 4. Oh. And then I do 2, 1. Aha, actually this is, I can do I make a mistake. Okay, try again. Peter 15, 10. Wow, I do 2 attempts and I already got it. Okay, that's good. I give you the program into the chat. Try to run on your end. Repo IT, try to run it to see the game. So in this game, I try to explain to you. We use the input, which record what you type in. We use a while loop to keep asking you for numbers. We use if statement to give you the hint, right? So you learn a combination of everything. An input, which is what user input in, and then a while loop true, which is what we use, and then we've got the if statement to give you all the hints or print out that congratulations, you finished. Okay, so we got a full program that teach you on the fundamental of programming. Okay, so all the program is in the chat. You should be able to copy it onto your account and you can start running it. Let me know. I give everyone 5 minutes. If you have questions, raise your hand. I sort it out. Thank you. Okay, so you tell me after you finish the game, you tell me how many guess you got it correctly. And what is your number? All right, I want you to tell me your guesses like this. I can guess within 2 attempts here. You think I'm doing very good? I want you to tell me how many guests you've done and what is the number it is. Okay? After you get the program working. Byron, I'm not sure why you say you can't type. I might ask you to unmute. I don't understand. Byron, can you unmute? I don't understand why you say you can't type. Everybody here should be able to type.
I can't because like when I go to kind of go into the thing. How do I get out of the Zoom thing? But I can't exit at the same time.
Unless if you're on laptop or you're
I'm on laptop.
laptop, then you should put your Zoom not into full screen, and then you should have multiple windows.
Now it's chat. I need to go into an actual app.
Yes, you have to go to the actual app. Well done, Kyra. Did it in 4 tries. Very good. What's your number though?
No. It would probably be in if you can get it as like a tiny screen, it will probably come up. It needs to be an Explorer kind of a thing.
Well done. At least you got it working, Kyra. Everyone attempt to get the program working or not? Jaden took 3-4 attempts. Good job. Okay, you thumbs up if you get your program working. It looks like Jaden got it, Kyra got it, Hannah got it. Great jobs. Akshita got it. Wow, that's good. So you get the program, guessing program working, which is great. Maybe you try to explore it, the number between 0 and 50, see how it goes. This is a great guessing game. You can play with your friends, you can play with your family. Yeah, it's a guessing game. It's very simple. You can see you can write a whole game in only 20 lines of code, which is very good. You can expand the game if you want. Okay. All right. Everyone seemed to understand. Got it working? Now, Chloe, no? All right, I try to unmute and see what's going on. All right, Chloe, what's the issue?
Finish it. I almost finished.
You almost finished. Oh, you're typing it in.
I'm still typing.
Okay, you can't copy and paste.
My mom told me how to copy and paste.
You should copy and paste it so much faster. If you type, it's gonna take a while. All right, I leave you everyone few more minutes. Okay, how everyone's going? All good? Syntax error line 12. Syntax error line 12. Christine. All right, can you unmute?
Hi, Peter. I'm just helping Aiden, and
Yep.
we opened up, this is our first lesson, so we didn't realize what we were doing, but we've opened up the program and we copied and pasted, but we must have copied and pasted wrong, and we're getting a line 12 syntax error.
Okay, hang on. You know how to share the screen?
Yeah.
All right, can you share the screen?
Yes, I can. That-
Okay, all right, I understand. So you see the blue if, you have to enter them in the next line, the if statement.
Oh,
Yeah,
does that
but
go
if-
to line 13?
Yeah, line 12, you have to enter, move it to the next line.
Like that?
And then number 14, you have to indent. And then the else if, you have to go back, you have to unindent them. And
Okay.
print, you have to indent.
Yeah.
Else you have to go back to the end. And then you move the print. All the print should be on the same space.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guess, I reckon it's okay. Can you try now?
Mhm.
Run. Break. Okay.
Oh, that one.
So your guess, you have to be on the new line. Yep. No. You have to go back to the same line as print.
Yeah.
No. On the line 19, you have to
Yeah.
add 2 space. You see, they got the red underlying red.
Yeah.
You need 2 space until it disappears.
Mm.
Now enter. All right. No. Undo it. You should have 2 space in front of it.
Oh,
All right, just wait. Okay, you still have problems. So your guess. Okay, your print. You're outside the loop. Oh, that's okay. It's your print. I assume your print. Yeah, let me. Line 19, you still have problem. Print. What true? Oh, your if. Sorry. The whole if, else if, you have to put 2 space in. From line 13 to line 18, you all have to move 2 lines in.
2 lines in.
From 12 to 18, you have to move 2 lines. You have 2 space on top, 2 space. Everything you have to add 2 space.
But like that?
Yeah, everything. More. The next 14, you have to do 2 lines. 14, 2 space.
We're at the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then now 14, you have 2 space in. 14.
Yeah, I think I've got 2
more.
presses.
No,
Oh,
you have 2
more.
more.
And
16,
this one.
you have 2 more.
Okay. And this
18,
one.
you have 2 more.
Right.
19, you have 2 more.
19 have 2 more.
Okay, now it should work.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Give it a go.
All right. Okay, it looks like everyone seems okay. Chloe, Byron. Chloe is first. Okay, Chloe.
in first try.
Huh?
I guess the first try.
No way.
Yeah, it says, congratulations, you guessed correctly in one attempt.
No way. It's first try. All right. All right. That's good. Byron, do you have any issue?
Can I screen share? I need to. Oh, what? It's disabled participant screen sharing. What?
You want to
Uh,
share or what?
Yeah, I need to screen share.
Okay, you need to screen share. Hang on, I need to allow you to share. But okay, now you can share.
This one.
Oh,
Right.
oh, you got it working.
Is this it?
Yeah.
My mum told me about this. What is it? The thing. 20.
You have to be lower. So you, I would put 10.
You would put 10.
Yeah, put 10 in.
Again, I need 10.
Okay, so it's have to be between 10 and 25. So I put 18. You pick somewhere in the middle. Lower, so it has to be 15. Nah. Try 15. Oh, 6 attempts. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So it's 15. The number is 15. You done it in 6 tries. Okay. That's pretty good.
No, I'm pretty sure I did it in 6 tries. Yay.
All right. Sorry. I think I showed wrong one. Okay. I think we're gonna stop here. The complex program for your age. I hope you learn. It's quite complex. You learn so many things in here. So
I got
Yeah.
this book.
sorry.
I got this book.
Yeah.
Is this good?
So yeah. That's it, everyone, for the class. Next week we just do the revision, and then we're gonna wrap up the term next week. I won't teach anything new, but we just wrap up the whole thing. We learn Scratch, we learn Python. Yeah, we learned a lot during the lesson, during the term. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Time's finished. See you next week.
Bye.
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 Leave. I want to leave.